There we go. Okay. How did your childhood play a part in achieving your dreams as an adult?
My childhood. Part was always stressed from a very early age, I would say from kindergarten through high school. It was school. And in order to do the things that life would need to be done in my life, I had to go attend school. So I would say schooling was one of my most important aspects as far as planning for the future.
Okay.
Hey, you two, three.
When did you come to the realization of what your dream was?
It's all right, you guys. Just remember what I'm saying. It really didn't. I knew what I wanted to be, but the avenues and things that I had to do in order to accomplish those things didn't come until a little later in life.
Yeah.
I had wanted to be a nurse all my life, from playing from the time a little bitty. I would say 5, 6, 7 years old. I always wanted to be in that white uniform helping someone.
Yeah.
And as I got older, it became more embedded in my mind. And then I also realized that it wasn't as easy as I might have contemplated on being, because then at the college and all of the prep for that, I hadn't given much thought. But in high school, I applied myself more or less to classes or the sciences and things that would lead to that once I graduated. But something else took over shortly after high school. I met my Prince Charming and could not refuse. So when he said, "Will you?" I didn't hesitate to say, "I will." So I get married. And let me tell you this, young lady. Think about your career. And if you want one, put it before your marriage. Not later than 25, but before 25. Think about your schooling and what you want for yourself. Because in today's time and age, you got to be able to take care of yourself. Chuck, how old were you? But that was it. I didn't become a nurse, but I did go into the medical profession. I was a medical assistant. Then my last thing in that field was x-ray technician. And what I really miss, or I'm sorry about now, that I didn't continue on with the nuclear technology part of it.
Yeah.
So I would probably still be in that field today if I had. But I don't want to apply myself. Not that I'm not capable of doing it now, but I wouldn't apply myself.
I understand.
Good.
Okay, did your dream ever change as you were pursuing it?
It did, because after marriage, which became my child, one and only, my priorities sort of got sit on the back burner. And then I attended night school to become certified with both my medical assistant degree and also for x-ray. I did that during the evenings and during working hours at the various hospitals and things. And finally, when my boy was in college, let's decide when I wanted to get married again, which was no better than the first one, other than the fact that there was no kids in this union. So when that divorce was final, I went in business for myself. I always wanted to be in where it was a challenge to me.
Yeah.
So I went into construction.
Wow, really? Was that hard?
Not difficult, but it was a good living, and it was not as difficult as it might seem. The only thing is the competitiveness, because it's a man's world out there.
Yeah.
When you get out on that road with heavy equipment and trucks and stuff, you're dealing with primary hardcore, drunken son of a gun
Yeah.
who think you should be at home. So, no, I don't regret my past life, but now in hindsight, I would have did things a lot differently.
Okay. What obstacles did you have to overcome to pursue your dream? Did any obstacles too large for you?
No, there wasn't any. I just
Yeah.
had to forget my agenda and get on out there and fight for it.
Okay. What was the most important point in your journey towards reaching your dreams?
The fact that once I started into construction, the openness and the people that I got to know, how willingly they were able to assist me in helping me do these things, like
Yeah.
the old timers that had all the big construction companies. I would approach them and they would be more than happy and welcome me into that little circle.
Gotcha. Okay. How did education affect your dream?
At my education was always, how should I say, aimed to the direction that I wanted to go. Even today, if I decided I want to build a bridge, I think I would be qualified and knew the avenues that I would have to go. And that's my final dream before this 17 turnaround plus
Yeah.
passed me by.
Okay. How did you feel once you realized your dreams? Is there a dream you're still pursuing now?
Well, you know what? You reach one plateau, then there's something else. So life is always a challenge, and it has been for me. Because after I went into the medical profession as a medical assistant, I worked in numerous hospitals with any number of doctors. Then it became not very challenging anymore for me. Then when I went into X-ray, it was no longer challenging once I accomplished them, got to the pinnacle or whatever it was I was trying to accomplish. Then I wanted to move on to something else. This is the honest job that I can truly say had been very fulfilling for me because the generation gap.
Yeah.
See, if I had been out there working these other fields or professions that I've been in, I would never relate to you teenagers the way I do. I wouldn't understand you. But now